Welcome back to LJ's Comic Borough. My name is Jay. I'm the host of the show. And the first thing I'm going to ask you to do, if you like what you're seeing and you like what you're watching, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. The best thing about doing this show is to be able to interact with those that are watching it, to find out what comic books they're reading, what's their favorite cover artist. I'd like to know what's going on out there. I also like to be able to talk to you about about the animals possibly that you'd like to rescue or have rescued. So please leave a comment. It's the best part of doing this show. Second, here, let me get right to it. I'm going to make this more of a short co-host. Uh, this next co-host of mine is Nala. She's an amazing little girl. She is a biter, and I don't know how long I'll be able to actually handle her without her gnawing my hand off. Because she's not just a biter; she likes to saw into your hands to try to get whatever blood she's going for. And yes, people, we've followed all the instructions. We've read the books. We've done everything we possibly can. But at this point in time, in her age, she's going on 5. Uh, there's just sometimes just no way teaching old dog new tricks, per se. Uh, she is the last surviving cage member that we rescued with Lockjaw. She was definitely one of those that did not get along with Lockjaw. He absolutely despised her for some odd reason. So we just made sure we always had her separated and put her to a second cage. So, with no delay here is Nala. Now, she is a spunky going on 5 years old. As you can tell, she's already looking and licking. She's ready to bite and nip. So, she's a beautiful little girl, though. My wife and daughter both love her. And look, she's already going for skin. There's actually no way to avoid this. She is going to definitely try to bite anybody that's around her. So, let's say goodbye to her for a little bit. That might be probably the last part that she is actually on this episode because of that. So I just took a pause there. The smartest thing I could have did uh, the, for tonight is I actually put her back into the room with the rest of her cage mates, because God knows I did not need that little girl ripping the skin right off of me. So let's get into some of the books that I actually picked up the last 2 weeks. Like I said, I'm usually about 2 weeks behind due to the fact that I gotta wait to get paid, guys. We need the money to get the comic books. So, first thing I'm gonna do is show you one of the last books I read, Alien 4. Okay. There's not too much to say about what happened in this storyline. So far, mother, daughter trying to get off the ship. Mother pregnant, running from aliens. End of story, there's an android. Pretty simple, especially for an alien story. So, uh, do I suggest reading it? Possibly not. The artwork is pretty good. So if you're getting a book just for some amazing artwork or pretty much a cover for your collection, I'd say read it or pick it up. But if you're getting it for a great alien story, I don't think they have even come up right now with a great art writer to be able to really get into what an alien story should be. Hell, I think half the time I don't even think most of these people even watch the movies. So, Alien 4, here you go. That's the story. Now, I just did a lot of reading today. I was a little behind on some of my storylines and stuff like that. and with everything going on here at the house. But I did catch up with probably one of the best Doctor Strange books stories that I've read so far. Doctor Strange #6. Alex Ross does the cover. Jed MacKay is telling a great and amazing story from start to finish so far. Uh, we we all falter, we all fail, but I don't think Jed MacKay is going to fail on this one. Uh, Pretty much the storyline. If you haven't started reading it, and you're not even going to read it, pretty much the storyline is it's a murder mystery from book 1 to book 6. You're still trying to figure out who actually murdered the Sorcerer Supreme from a different from a different realm. And Jed MacKay writes it that even a 6-year-old could probably pick up this book and understand it. If Jed MacKay hasn't won an award for anything that he's writing, Doctor Strange is definitely one of those books he should be winning an awards for. So it's only #6, guys. Go back, find the back issues, start picking them up, start reading. You won't regret this story. Now this one you might. Um, this is issue #1, Death of Venomverse. This is the Ryan Stegman cover. I'm a huge fan of Ryan Stegman. He usually does some amazing work, and I pretty much ordered this well before I knew what the artwork was going to be. He does right now. He used the other, and I think he uses the other throughout this whole Death of Venomverse. Some form with just the other in the corner there. This book, I don't suggest picking up. You can skip out on this book. Personally, my opinion about this book, it skips so much all over the place that it is even pointless to try figuring out what the hell's going on. I believe the writer probably got did some drugs and then all of a sudden decided to say, "Hey, let's try writing a book." Unfortunately, Ryan Stegman did the artwork for it, and I forgive you, Ryan. I'm sure you didn't know what the hell was inside this before you did the cover for this. This is one of those that you probably can skip over. Uh, Even if you're a Venom fan, there's plenty of other great Venom books out there. I mean, this is the summer of the symbiotes, so pick up anything. Um, Miles Morales is having some Venom problems, so go over there. Right here, I'm going to say it now. Philip Kennedy Johnson has redeemed himself from me uh, with this next series. It's the Incredible Hulk, #2. The return of monsters and all things scary. This is one of those books, if you can, pick up the first one, pick up the second one. Phil Kennedy Johnson the first 2 issues have been beautiful. The artwork is amazing. The return of monsters and Hulk fighting some incredible creatures, and so far I think Phil Johnson has delivered. First 2 issues, perfect. If it continues this way, he was definitely the perfect fit to fill in for the Hulk writer. So, you get a chance, please pick up issues 1 and 2, and you won't be let down with some of the monsters that Hulk is fighting in this. Now, the next 4 issues. that I'm going to be showing you is books I don't plan on actually opening up. I don't plan on opening up. I only got them because I love George Perez. I love his cover art. I wish I had his signature. I have one book that has a signature, but I wish I would have gotten a signature graded. I absolutely am fond of everything so far that George Perez has done, and so is Doctor Strange #6. George Perez, beautiful artwork. You can't say anything bad. And I don't think anyone has ever said anything bad about George Perez or his artwork. This is just amazing. Um, I mean, you can just tell by the look in his eye and just like the look on his face that I mean, there's something awry that he must fix. Pick this book up if you have the time. Get to your local comic book store. Ask them to put it aside. All George Perez covers. Awesome. This is the Fall of X #1. Um, another George Perez cover. So, this is like I said. You can't ever go wrong with George Perez. And I pretty much will own almost every issue that they do for the dedication of George Perez's life and his art. This is beautiful. Um, I mean, he drew for almost every character there is for Marvel, and this is just one of those that he loved the X-Men. He loved there's different characters he loved, and the X-Men was definitely were some of his favorite characters to draw. So George Perez. Now I'm definitely never reading this. Not a huge Iron Man fan to begin with. It's hard for me to say now that I'm actually enjoying the Avengers, but Jed, Jed McKay does an amazing job writing. So for me to actually say now that I'm loving the Avengers is completely weird to me. But if Jed McKay and George Perez got together, this is what the artwork would look like for Iron Man. Fan bleeping tastic. Beautiful, beautiful work. Look at that. #8 for the Invincible Iron Man, George Perez right here. Look at that. I mean, you can just tell. Wham, bam, going up. So, you get a chance. I know it's been out for 2 weeks. Pick up some George Perez Iron Man. Now, I actually looked this book up when I was putting it into my database, and I don't understand it. I don't get why it's going now for the price it is. When I was using the CLZ comic book app, first thing that came up is people are paying $30 just for this book alone. I paid $5 for it. George Perez's cover of Venom with Doctor Doom right here, mid-center, amazing. I'll be honest with you, it's beautiful work. Did what I paid $30 for it? Never would have. I thought this would have been worth $30, and I'm sure. As soon as I sat there and said that, all of a sudden, the price will definitely go back down. It'll be worth $2 by tomorrow now. But if you get a chance and you can see this at a local comic book store and get it for the normal price, please pick it up. You won't regret. $30 now. And that was, if you heard all that scratching, that was my puppy trying to get himself comfortable on the carpet there. Now, I love Comic-Con. Cons, and unfortunately, I can't make it out to the San Diego Comic Con. My cousin said she was going to basically ask me to go. I think in the next coming year or so. So I'm pretty excited, hopefully, to be able to go out with her and her husband. But this year, I was able to get on the WhatsApp. What's up? Yeah, the What's Up app, and I was actually looking at something, and they handed me $10, and I was like, wow, free $10. Can't go wrong with that. So, first thing I did is get myself a San Diego Comic Con exclusive. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 20, San Diego Comic Con exclusive, 2023. It's so exclusive. It's not even in the CLZR app. The CRZ app. CRZ app. It's not even in that. I actually had to post the pictures. I had to put the information for the book. Beautiful artwork there. Now, I think by the time this book came out, I maybe had read one or two more issues. But for a San Diego Comic Con exclusive, I paid $1.06. I almost tried bidding against myself to make sure I got it. The book ended up going for $11.06. I only paid $1.06. San Diego Comic Con exclusive, Amazing Spider-Man number 20. Ain't turning this one down. Now, the next book, I won't be able to tell you too much about. I don't read Wolverine. So, that being said, my wife does, and if you ever want to know what's going on in Wolverine, please ask her, because she will be able to tell you anything and everything of what's going on in Wolverine these days. So, beautiful artwork, though. Wolverine number 35. And I do have one more book to show you. I picked this up for $50 over at Comics Connection. It's 1964. The Mighty Thor, book 145. Still in amazing, beautiful condition, as you can tell. You can see the spine. Nothing wrong with that spine. A couple fribbles right there. But that artwork looks as good as it did the day it came out. And this is the issue Thor, the movie from MCU, was actually based off of. So I was pretty happy to be able to get that for her. I say anniversary present, but I just bought it for her because I love her. So, they were the books that I ended up picking up. And I picked them up, I think, last Saturday. Again, if you like what I see, like what I see, if you like what you see, please subscribe, and leave a comment. Which books was your favorite? One of those books are you reading? And which books are you reading in general? I would love to be able to talk to you guys about that. On another note, ending note, remember, if you ever go to adopt a pet, get a pet in general, please do your research. Please look into all the things that either can go right and go wrong with that pet that you're adopting. And please try out your local SPCA's, local Craigslist. There's lots of little babies out there right now that are looking for a good home. So, from me and my special co-host that I promise you, I ended up walking away without a bite. I'm so happy. So from me, my family, and my special co-host Nala, I want to say, y'all have a great night, and great to hear from you guys soon.